It's time for a Python video review. It's time for a Python video review.
Titan Z here, back to do another video review. This time we're going to be reviewing DX9's Stormtrooper Pack, Usurper, Bluebolt, and Skyshaker. Now, this is their not Starscream, not Skywarp, and not Thundercracker Legends class toys. And they're okay. My gripes with DX9 aside, of their usual thing of having too small pegs for their weapons and other issues I'll get into in a minute, these figures aren't bad. I think they're well engineered and well designed for how they transform. I just think there's a chance for much better third-party Legends class Transformers on the market. I'm hoping Mech Planet will release at least prototype images for something they've got planning up soon, because right now their roster is just chock full of Autobots, and so far there's been one Decepticon. So yeah, hopefully they'll get on that. But for right now, I have the DX9 version. Now, as you can plainly see, my not Starscream has his crown, cape, and shoulder pads, which he doesn't actually come with in the box. That does come with the Usurper Ghost, which is a clear, translucent version of this toy. Now, if you're expecting me to transform this on camera, you're batshit crazy. This is clear, translucent plastic that has pins, screws, and friction joints holding it together. I'm lucky it hasn't crumbled in my hands the moment I took it out of the box. So yeah, this figure comes with those shoulder pads, and crown, and cape, plus the flight stand that currently is propping up Thundercracker. So yeah, not bad, and the flight stand is okay. I think you get a much better result with using a Bandai Tamashii Act 5 stage, but it's serviceable. I will say its plastic seems a lot better than the Bandai Tamashii Act 5 stages, so it feels like it's not going to break just because I look at it wrong. But yeah, this is the figures. They're not bad. Like, I'm not going to transform them or do some, because since I have 3 of them in front of me, I figured I'd make it a little easier and just keep one in vehicle mode, so you see what the vehicle mode looks like. One without all the armor and cape and crown on, so yeah, pretty interesting. Now, to do a comparison of vehicle modes to another Legends scale figure, I have, or was it Combiner Wars? I believe it was Combiner Wars Skywarp. As you can see, yeah, they're much bigger in their vehicle modes. It is a bit of a different size comparison. My complaints about their not Soundwave figure really does hit home with the fact that just how much bigger these figures are. Like, I got him over here. Look how much smaller he is compared to Soundwave, compared to their not Soundwave. I mean, that's a little ridiculous. Now, they do have fold-out landing gear in their vehicle mode. Now, their other landing gear, as you can plainly see, is attached to their exposed arms. Now, I will say it is a bit of a clever idea in how they hid away the arms compared to previous versions. I mean, if you look at this version, wow, yeah, that's bad. And here, at least they tried to make sure all the parts were at least transformed and moved. So they're at least a little more clever. The only thing I'd have to complain about is I wish all the nose cones were painted with a different tip, because each of them just come with the plain same color as their plastic tip, and I think that's a little boring. And also, they connect to the flight stand via their 1mm peg, which also does work with a Bandai Tamashii Act 5 stage. And you just plug it right in there, and it's fine. The only downside is that these figures do not have any plug in their robot mode, so you can't put it on the on the flight stage for a flying robot mode pose, which kind of sucks. So to compare the robot mode, I have here the Legends Thundercracker, which is a very much darker shade of blue compared to his DX9 counterpart. I was surprised about that. But as you can see, yeah, there is a severe height difference between the two sets of figures. A very severe height difference. There is one problem with the way they designed the figures in that they have no back heel. Their heel is literally the thrusters from the vehicle mode. They will topple over very easily unless you've got this cape for Starscream plugged in his back, and that does act as basically a nice prop. But yeah, they topple over way too easy in my opinion. It was just another downside to the figure. But yeah, as you can see, they are much taller and I think a lot better looking than the Legends official Legends version. Now, I will say the official Legends versions are going for a more IDW looking Seeker mold, while these guys are more pushing towards the G1 style, which is not bad. I personally have to say, if you're going to get these figures, the reason to get these figures is you can get all three at one time for a not unreasonable $60. Hold on, I have the information right here on my phone. How much did I pay for? How much did I pay for these? Yeah, about $60. So about $20 per figure. Not great, but not horrible either. You get all three in one shot. Only other complaint I'd have to make is that, can I focus on? I hate Skywarp's face. He's got this big grimace going on, and I would have preferred he'd just gotten Starscream's smirk like Starscream has instead, because Starscream has this really nice, if I can get it to focus, nice smirk going on, and both Skywarp and Thundercracker just have the grimace going on, and I think it just looks bad for them. But other than that, although, let me check, oh yeah, the Ghost of Usurper, though, is using the grimace face. I think you can actually see it better using, has that grimace face instead of the smirk, which I guess kind of makes sense since he's dead. But I still would have preferred the smirk on that Starscream figure. But yeah, overall, one of the reasons that I say to pick up the 3-pack is that you get all three in one shot. You don't have to buy them individually. And if you want the King Starscream set, the Ghost of Usurper set isn't bad. Although, like I said, it's all clear, translucent plastic on ball joints, and pinch joints, and hinge joints, and screw joints! My God, how is that figure not dissolved in my hands? Just, my goodness. I will say also one other thing that I just remembered. All of them have those screws right on the top of their figures. Now with Starscream and Thundercracker, it is ugly and annoying. Luckily, because they use black screws on Skywarp, they look invisible practically. And I guess that's one good thing. So, with that said, I say this figure set is, well, I say it is pretty worth it. It's, like I said, it's the easiest to get all three figures in one go. And if you get the Ghost of Usurper set, you also get the crown, the shoulder pads, the cape, and a flight stand. Not bad. While I'm still not the biggest fan of DX9 and how they make some of the figures, I can't deny that these aren't bad figures by any stretch of the imagination. I can think of much, much, much worse Starscream Legends class figures. So, until next time, this is Titan Zed saying I'll see ya when I see ya.